Hey guys, Joe Madden here of PickDawgz, joined by Rod and Brian. It's Monday, December 20th, here for your live morning show. Guys, how's the morning treating you?
For me, I can't complain. Yesterday was a 2-2-1 day, and I see some opportunities on the board today, so I'm excited. For a Monday, it's a nice card.
Yeah, for Monday, not a bad card. Not a bad card. Not a great card, but and it's a Monday.
And it's a Monday. It's always good. Money-making Monday. I like that in the comments. I think it definitely should be a money-making Monday. Oh, that doesn't work when I put comments up on this layout. Let's not do that again. So, sorry, we're a little late this morning, you guys, getting to the party here. It's just been one of those Monday mornings. So, had a couple technical difficulties behind the scene for myself. So, Brian, what do you think of the games yesterday?
I was going to say also we were airing of grievances. It's a good day to complain on a Monday morning. For me, I was whenever you look back and say I got that one game right, like I was telling Rod that I won the Ravens game over the Packers, but overall it was a very surprising day in the NFL. You saw the Detroit Lions win outright, which I think was a shocker. And to me, I was shocked by the Saints winning outright against Tampa Bay. I thought at the very least the Buccaneers would get a win there. So it was a very eventful day in the NFL yesterday.
Yeah, that was a weird game for sure. I had the Saints in the first half, so I was happy with that. But I came on here at halftime really thinking that Brady would be able to do something in that second half. I didn't expect them to be shut out in this game. I'm absolutely blown away by that one.
No Rod, touchdowns in the whole game.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? No first touchdown.
Who would bet that
in that game? Like, who would have bet that? Nobody. We were all figured someone was going to get a touchdown in that.
Yeah, exactly. You put Brady on that field automatically. I would never take under one touchdown. There's no way you'd. Yeah, doesn't sound right, right? Rod, what was the biggest surprise for you yesterday?
The Kings in the third period. Capitals had a nice lead, and I figured they would coast to a nice, easy win. And nope, they blew it in the third and let the Kings come back. I'm surprised because with Sparks and net, I think he was a little more motivated. Definitely, he was motivated. He used to be play for the Leafs, and he got his shot. Kings gave him a shot, and he made the most of it. Got himself a nice win. He looked good in the third. He held him in there. So kudos to him and the Kings, but I had the Capitals. So.
Oh man. And that one for me, I actually I believe I was on the total that one. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. Yeah, I was on the over 5.5. It hit that 5. I had lent on the Kings. I wish I'd put in the Kings there. I just really did think that was going to be a little bit higher scoring. What did you guys think of that Lions game? What did you see out of the Cardinals that really shocked you guys? Just lack of points.
For me, we kind of talked about that when Sean came on the show yesterday. That I was thinking that the Arizona could come out flat, coming off that big game against the Rams, and then having a huge game on deck next. And that actually, to me, Arizona's just flat. They could come out next week and kick the crap out of their opponent. So I just think Lions caught him in the right spot.
Yeah, betting on Jared Goff was something that I completely stayed off of.
Well, yeah, and then the Lions got ahead, right? And then once you're ahead back, and for me in that one, it's like the Lions got up early, right? And then you're trying to battle back, and when you're trying to battle back, it's not good, and the mistakes happen, and then the Cardinals just got down even deeper, and then I just don't understand. You're down by that many, and you're just kicking field goals. It's like you got to go for it at some point.
Yeah, that second field goal, I couldn't figure out what he was thinking.
I don't understand that play.
But Goff does have experience against the Arizona Cardinals from his Rams days, so. Maybe,
and that's the thing we have to remember when we look at Arizona versus Goff. He owns them. And for some reason, the Saints own Brady. And I don't understand. This is 4 in a row now for Brady losing to the Saints. And I can't remember what Jared Goff's stat was yesterday when I was looking at it against the Cardinals. But I think it was 5-1. Let me just see if I've got it still here in my notes.
I wonder who the Lions play next week. That'd be a good fade. Yeah,
most definitely. I would like them to Keep winning though here, because I have the Houston Texans as the worst team in the league.
I think you're in trouble though, because the Texans got that win yesterday.
I know, really pissed me off seeing them get that win. That's for sure.
Those Jaguars.
Oh man, yeah.
Those Jaguars. Always
It's gonna be my Achilles heel right there.
Garbage time touchdown got me there. I had the under, and I was like, "Ooh, we might actually sneak an under in here." No, garbage touchdown to make it 30. I was like, "Oh yeah, didn't need that."
Yeah, so Ben came up with that stat. My notes were crazy. 8-1 now. Jared Goff is against the Arizona Cardinals. So I don't know why. I don't know if it's a mental thing, what it is, how he's doing so well against them. He knows, I don't know, maybe he comes out thinking he's definitely going to get the win. And maybe it's a mental thing for Brady that he can't beat the Saints now. Four in a row. It's not like Brady at all.
Nope.
We saw him have his famous tantrum. Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so everyone always asks me why I give Brady a hard time. It's tantrums like that, throwing his iPad, right? But it looked broken already when he threw it, right? So.
Yeah. And then they zoomed in on him at the end of the game, sitting on the bench by himself. He looked like he was checked out, honestly.
Yeah,
he looked like in my eyes. He's like, what am I doing? From what I look at watching him, he looked like he was like, what am I doing? He was like, I shouldn't be here. I should be long gone from here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it looked like to me, he looked like he was checked out. But it's tough. He had nowhere to throw to. Who are you going to throw to? He tried to get it to Miller, and the defensive backs there covering him were just way bigger than him. He had no chance. When those two receivers went down, he was in trouble. That's when Tampa was in big trouble.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. You guys, do you think Brady's done after this year? Just a comment in there that Brady's done after this year. Do you think that?
Well, you can never really count him out, but I would think that if he would do it again, win the Super Bowl, I would think that he would hang it up.
If he wins the Super Bowl, I don't know. I think either way, I think he's done this year. I don't think he wants to. That's a grind. It's a grind. I mean, he's been doing this now. I think he wants one more so he can say that I scored a touchdown and the 2-point convert. And then,
I mean, he's already the GOAT, so
right. Yeah. So he's really got nothing to lose. So that's what I think he wants one more year. He realistically, he wanted to. We can do a dynasty and win like 3 here, but I don't know. Injuries are kicking their butt right now.
Yeah, they absolutely are. What did you guys think of the Jaguars fan on the field in the end zone there when they were going for that touchdown? Did either of you see that?
No, I didn't see that.
He didn't show it on Trevor Lawrence wig and everything on. Pardon, Brian?
They didn't show it on the Red Zone. They didn't show it on the Red Zone channel, so I missed it.
Okay, well, this fan gets all the way down into the end zone, has a Trevor Lawrence wig and everything on. He's jumping up and down like the ball's meant to come to him. Like, pass me the ball as they're setting up for that. And the Jags got the touchdown on that one. It was actually funny to see. And I saw the video of the fan getting tackled because they didn't show it on TV. Security just runs and just flattens him out. So
I wonder how much that fine's going to be for him. $10,000.
I don't know.
Sometimes they just give you a break. It depends how hard that guy tackled him.
Huh.
Right? You might just be like, here, buddy. You just sober up. You stay the night there.
Yeah.
You'll be good by morning.
Yeah.
And
his
then
friend
usually,
must have dared him or something.
Right? That's exactly usually how those go. You get dared. Come on. You want to be the streaker. Come on.
But usually that stuff takes place at baseball rain delays on the tarp. The guy will run out naked and then slide across the tarp or something like that.
They used to do it way more in the CFL. Oh my goodness, the CFL. There was you were good for 1 or 2 a game in Edmonton every time, especially in the Labor Day game against Calgary. Yeah. For sure, someone was running.
For sure. But I want to know how in an NFL game a fan got all the way into the end zone. Like, I just don't understand how he got there.
It was the wig. The wig did it.
We're like, hey, is that our quarterback? No. It was funny. It was, yeah. Hopefully he didn't get in too much trouble. It gave me a good laugh. So.
Right.
Yeah, but we have 2 NFL games tonight, you guys. You want to start talking about these? We have, see here, we have Vegas taking on the Cleveland Browns, and we have the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears. So interesting games with the 2 of these. We all know that Browns are facing huge COVID issues. Bears have COVID issues, so many players out. Any free picks in these 2 time slots, Brian?
Yeah, for me, I'm going to give out free picks in the totals in both these games. I'm going to take the under in the Raiders-Browns game. I really see the Browns focusing in on running the football. I think they're going to have trouble moving the ball up and down the field. And the Raiders also focusing in on the rushing attack. Raiders are one of the worst teams in the NFL giving up rushing yards. So for me, I think a lot of clock's going to get used up in this one. Cleveland still has a stellar defense, even with missing some guys. So I'm going to take the under 41. And in the Bears-Vikings, I'm going to go over that number. I think we're going to see Bears offense with Fields, who put up some points in his last contest. I think he's going to put up about 21 or so against the Vikings, and I think the Vikings are good for some points as well. So I think we see this number creep over the total. And I rarely give out overs, but I like the over in this one.
What are you liking, Rod?
And for me, I'll take the Raiders here. They should easily get a win here over the Browns, who have a whole lot of nobody. The list is a mile long of guys that are out. It's like, holy, look at these. It's unbelievable. I can't even believe they're going to play this game. I don't know who's playing for the Browns, but next man up. But yikes, even next man up, the Browns are still 0-4 ATS their last 4 games. I think this is a spot the Raiders get themselves a nice Christmas present and beat up on the Browns. So I'll take the Raiders in this one. And in the other game, I agree. Give me the over. I think we see some points in this one. We know the Vikings have been hitting that over. They did me dirty last time and just hit that over. So I think they get over again. The Bears pitch in a couple of some points here to get that total over. So I agree with Brian. Give me the over in the Bears game.
Yeah, I love the ways both of you guys are looking at this game. I got to take the Raiders on the money line in this one. You look at this Browns team, they're out just way too many people. They're also missing key elements of those on their offensive line. I think we're going to see the Raiders defense be able to come through and do some damage here. So give me the Raiders on the money line. And then instead of doing the whole game over with the Vikings and the Bears, I'm looking at the team total over. So I'm going to look at their team total of the Vikings over 24.5. When we look at the Vikings normally, they're averaging 26.5 points per game. So taking their team total here at over that 24.5 just seems too easy against this Bears team, who defensively are giving up 25.5 points per game. And they have so many COVID issues on the Bears as well. Their team total, if you're looking at the Bears to score a lot of points, was significantly lower. I think it was 19.5, but I'm trusting in the Vikings to be the one that's come out and get those points, but I can see it going over as well, agreeing with you guys. So should be interesting to watch both of these games, see who really steps up. I'm excited for that, you guys, seeing who steps up on both of these teams that have the COVID issues and makes a name for themselves tonight, because we know it can happen.
Right? These are the spots that somebody who doesn't normally get a shot to step up and come out, and hey, maybe they do have a good game. Let's see.
Yeah, it should be interesting, that's for sure. So I'm excited for these games. We've got, of course, a couple games tomorrow in the NFL with all the changes as well. So
I like that schedule, getting something on a Tuesday. So that's nice.
I do too, but it's very familiar of last year when we had this, and we had Wednesdays off of the NFL because of all the scheduling and games moved, and I just don't want to see going back to that. But I do, if we could have the NFL spread out over the week, I would like it. I guess it makes it hard for these players though.
Yeah, because if they play on Tuesday, they got to come right back on Sunday then and play also. But
yeah.
It's
definitely a more
that would be
it's a more physical game, right? More physical than hockey. No,
I saw the
I don't know
NBA.
about that. I don't know about that. I think hockey, you can get going.
I know. I was looking to see your answer on that. Hockey, they pound
The
each other too.
speed in which the guy's moving is a little more faster in hockey. So it's like, hey, which collision is going to impact you more?
Oof, those
Train
hits against
A
the board.
going at 50 miles an hour, or train B going at 80 miles an hour. Both will not sound like it's going to feel good at all.
No. I can imagine even falling on the ice or just being tackled down once. Man, I would be out of commission for a good year. It would not be good.
You see, that's why they always say in hockey, keep your head up. Keep
Yeah.
your head up and head on a swivel, because you never know when someone's going to come flying through at you.
Oh, man. It's gotta be hard. I don't know how they do it. Let's move on to college football. We have Tulsa versus Old Dominion tonight. This should be an interesting one. Myrtle Beach Bowl and neutral site, you guys, on this one. We have a line of Tulsa as the favorite, -9, total of 53.5. Brian, what do you like in this one?
Yeah, I was really going back and forth on this one, trying to come up with a premium pick on this one, but I'm just going to go with a strong lean here on Tulsa. Both teams have been very good against the spread. Old Dominion probably a little bit better, but we've seen the Golden Hurricanes cover 4 straight games. They're 6-1 against the spread in December. Also 6-2 in their last 8 bowl games. If you look at the Tulsa schedule, they've played a pretty nice schedule for an AAC team. Old Dominion, I don't know if they've played the competition that Tulsa has. I'm just going to lay the points here. I think it's a 10-point win for Tulsa.
Rod?
And for me in this one, I like the under. I think it goes under the number. It opened at with a 51.5. It's up to 55. I think it's gone too far now. Sharps definitely bet that way up. So I think we just sneak under the total. You look at the Monarchs; they're Tulsa's 5-0 to the under their last 5 bowl games as a favorite, and the Monarchs are also 5-0 to the under their last 5 as an underdog. So both teams are going to trend to the under. I like the under in this one. Both teams are going to run the ball and chew clock. So give me the under. I think it's up to 55 now. So
yeah, actually, I reloaded my page. It has moved up that many points in the last, couple minutes we've been on the show here. So give me the under as well. I do think that is too high. 5-2 for Old Dominion in their last 7 games overall to that under. And Tulsa, while they have had some over games, they're still 5-0 in their last 5 games on a neutral site as a favorite. So I do see this being a lower than that 55. Man, I can't believe, seriously, 15 minutes ago when we started the show, it was 53.5. So it's jumped up a whole 1.5 points here. It's crazy.
Yeah, I would go with the over 2 on that one.
You're going to hit the over?
I agree with you. I think I think we got a 3-person consensus here. I think the over looks good.
Okay.
We just took the under.
Yeah, we took the under. I was like, can I say over and completely draw a blank?
My brain is like, my brain must be.
It's just like, what?
I'm not saying anything. I must be stupid this morning and said over and thinking
You're
under.
You're on the island on the over on that one, buddy.
Well, sometimes you're writing something and you're thinking, okay, I'm taking the under this one. Then for some reason you write, take the over, and then you have to go back. How the hell did that come into my brain?
Right.
I was thinking about the Bears game is what it was.
Oh, we've all been here. There's some mornings where I've said one thing and I was sure that's what I said. And then one of you have agreed with me on the completely opposite. And I've gone back and watched the video and I've been like, okay, I did say that, but you guys heard me wrong, or vice versa, right? Or I didn't say that because I'm like, oh, am I crazy this morning or what's happening here?
It just didn't get from my brain to my lips. It got mixed up in the process.
Well, exactly. It is Monday morning, and I know we've all been up for a long time, had late games in last night as well. So talking about picks, what do you guys have for sale today over at PickDawgz, Brian?
Well, off a 2-2 in one day, we're going to try to really came up with 5 plays today, but 3 are my best bets. My Monday night money shot 3-pack. You get my NFL best bet, NBA best bet, and a hockey play I really love is my game of the month. So all 3 plays for $40 at PickDawgz.com, premium picks.
Nice. Rod?
And me, I got a 5-pack over PickDawgz. I got the 2 NFL, 2 college basketball, and 1 NHL for you. Jump on over to PickDawgz. Scoop it up. I've got the early college the early college football game, the only college football game going today is as a single. So jump on it early. Because it goes early. What time does it go? Pretty soon.
Around 2 o'clock,
Yeah.
isn't it?
2 o'clock, yeah, 2:30 Eastern.
I wonder how much ratings they'll get for that bowl game going at 2:30 on a Monday. I mean, I'll be watching, but
I'm sure there's a lot of people at their desks that will have the game playing.
That's true. Yeah.
Doesn't the Browns game start in half an hour after that?
Yeah.
5 o'clock, the Browns, isn't it?
Is it 5? Oh, yeah.
The Browns is 5 p.m.
Right. 5 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. See, so then you can watch this bowl game, and then you can watch the Browns game, and then you can see. So definitely be tuning into this bowl game.
Yeah, it should be a good afternoon of football. That's for sure. I know I'm excited for it. It seems like hitting December here, we're seeing football coming to an end, which I do not like to see. We got bowl games going. Just crazy to think. I can't believe I joined you guys right after college football started. So it's nuts to think we're almost through the season.
Yeah, and it goes so fast, college football. It might be my favorite season. I love college football, and it seems like it's over before it even begins. You know, you look forward to it starting, and then it's over in a blink of an eye. So,
yeah, absolutely. I'm just glad we haven't seen like all the cancellations that we did see last year. So, knock on wood, we get these bowl games in and finish the season strong.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's move on to the NBA. Got a pretty good card in the NBA today. We'll start. Let me just pull up the list here. So we've got, we do have 6 games. We have 6 games for the NBA today. So let's start with the Philadelphia 76ers taking on the Boston Celtics, the Houston Rockets, Chicago Bulls, and OK City Thunder taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. Rod, what do you like in this time?
For me in this one, the early ones, I like the 76ers here. Give me the 76ers plus the points. I think that's too many. It comes down into a one possession game. So I'll take the points with the Sixers here. I know the Sixers aren't been good on the road, but the Celtics. Celtics are like play good, play bad, play good, play bad. This looks like a play bad spot. They won the last game. So I'll take the 76ers in that one. And I'll take a shot with the Thunder. Plus the points against the Grizzlies. Did I just jump a time spot?
No, you didn't.
I think.
Oh no! Okay, good. I was like, I just jumped.
Everything before 9 o'clock, I believe.
And I'll take the Thunder. Give me the Thunder plus the points. Memphis on the back-to-back. I think Memphis probably wins it, but not by that many. Too many points. Give me the OKC plus the 9.
Brian?
Yeah, I'm going to agree and disagree with Rod. I'm going to take the Thunder Buddies plus the points. I just think it's a little bit too much for Memphis here as far as cover-wise. I think that spread's a little high. And I'm going to take the Celtics over the Sixers. I think the Sixers are 3-8, last 11 in Boston. I think the Celtics got that. I think it was a win over the Knicks. I think they turned a leaf here. This is a game they must have at home. I think they take the Sixers out. And I'll take the Rockets plus the points. Rockets had a nice little run. They cooled off a little bit, but I think against this Bulls team, I think they can keep it within a 2-possession loss here. So I'm going to take the Rockets plus the points.
Nice. And then I'm going to look at OK City Thunder taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. I'm going to take the over in that 213. I know the Thunder have struggled to score, only averaging about 99 points per game. But we look at the Grizzlies, they're averaging 111.5, allowing 108.9. I see a game in which even if OKC only gets around their average of 100, we're going to see the Grizzlies make up the other 115. And with you guys liking the Thunder plus the points tonight, I think we easily go over this over total. So give me the over in that one. And then looking at the Chicago Bulls Houston Rockets game, I'm going to take the Rockets plus the points. We see the Bulls still dealing with COVID issues. Yes, they did just beat the Lakers, but I think this is a game in which they're at home, they're comfortable. They know they can beat the Rockets, and they kind of look past them in the situation. And I think the Rockets come out on top of this one. So give me Houston Rockets plus the points in that one. Okay, and then in the later games, you guys, we have a Charlotte versus Utah, Sacramento versus Golden State, and San Antonio versus the Clippers. Rod, anything in there that you're liking?
For me, I like the over in the Charlotte Hornets and Utah Jazz game. We know the Charlotte Hornets team doesn't play any defense whatsoever. Ranked 30th in the league, giving up 117 points a game. And this Jazz team can easily score that, ranked number 1, averaging 115 points a game. So I think we got a higher scoring one on our hands in that one. Hornets 5-0 to the over their last 5 following an ATS loss. They're 6-0-1 their last 7 to the over when their opponent allows 100 points or more in the previous game. And you look at the Jazz, they are 5-1-1 to the over their last 7 when their opponent scores 100 or more points in the previous game. Jazz are also 5-1 to the over as a home favorite. So I know the trend between these two usually says go under, but I'm going to take the over. I think we just run and gun. Not a whole lot of defense played in that one.
I like it. Brian?
Yeah, for me, just the Hornets in that time slot. The Jazz are 2-5 against the spread on one day's rest, and the Hornets come in 5-1 against the spread after a straight up loss. I just think it's anything over 10 with the Hornets here. I think you'd be all right. Jazz, to me, I just don't see them blowing out Charlotte, even with their Swiss cheese defense. So I'm going to take the Hornets here plus the points. And then on the drive-through tonight, make sure you tune in. I'm going to give out the Spurs versus the Spurs Clippers spread winner on the drive-through tonight.
Awesome. Can you remind everyone what time that drive-through show is at, Brian?
6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a big cast of characters tonight. I think, is Rod on tonight?
No.
No?
Not on.
I'll be there for sure, 100%. I'm sure Al Ninos will be there, and James Clark, all the best guys here on Monday night. I like me and Ruflo going out, kicking it around a little bit. He's going to cross-examine me after I give out my pick, probably.
I like it. Well, make sure you guys tune into that for sure. For myself in this time slot, I'm looking at the San Antonio Spurs plus the points against the LA Clippers. I'm looking at this because we look at the Spurs, and following an ATS loss, they are 5-0 against the spread. I have been liking what I've been seeing out of them, and I'm fading the Clippers at home. When we look at this Clippers team at home, they do play down to losing record teams. So at home against losing record teams, they're 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games in this situation. They're also 1-7 against the spread in their last 8 games as a favorite. I think this is just enough points for the Spurs to get the cover on this one. So take the San Antonio Spurs plus all the points you can get. Okay, guys, what do you want to start talking next? Are we going to move on to NHL, or do you want to move on to college basketball next?
Well, hockey probably be quick, wouldn't it?
We can definitely move on to hockey.
Only 2 hockey, so
there's only 2 hockey.
There's only 2 hockey, so the Puck and Crazy show later today is going to be Puck and Short. That's all I got to say on that one. 2 games to talk about. Neither of these games are super exciting, in my opinion. We got the Columbus Blue Jackets taking on the Buffalo Sabres. The Minnesota Smudges taking on the Dallas Stars. See, I'm missing Mitch. Every time I say Minnesota, I have to say Smudges now instead of Wild. He's just got that in my head. When I say Predators, I have to say the worst name in sports. And that's why, Rod, later, we're going to get you to kick off that college basketball so you can throw in all those, because I don't know them like you do. And I think we need to honor Mitch a little bit, especially with him out right now. So let's talk some hockey.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Brian.
I was going to say Mitch is now number 1 in college basketball. He's number 1 in the leaderboard. Hopefully I'm not jinxing him, but he's off a good day yesterday. So at the top of the leaderboard in college hoops.
Oh, I love it.
Yep.
Way to go, Mitch. I know you're out there watching us and waiting for us to say something.
He curses. He's like, "Don't do it. You're jinxing me."
I wouldn't do that on purpose.
Don't go there. Well, you guys, it's December 20th already. We have 5 more sleeps till Christmas. You guys are completely ready? Food shopping done, everything?
Not the food shopping for me, but
Not
all
the food
my
shopping. That's today. Today we load up on the food. Fill the fridge.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
I'm headed
I heard
to the store too. Also,
you're both doing it today. That's a good plan because I was talking to someone that manages a supermarket, and they said the worst day to go and shop is the 22nd or the 23rd.
Spent 20 years
Everyone
in the
comes in
grocery
22nd, 23rd.
Yep.
I worked 20 years as a grocery store manager, so I've been there. It's terrible. The worst is the day before Thanksgiving, but leading up to Christmas is bad too.
Well, yeah, because the 22nd, 23rd is usually about the day that everybody finishes their Christmas shopping, and then they worry about eating now. You know, like, wow, we got to eat now. We got to go get turkey, potatoes, Brussels sprouts. Right? The list goes on and on.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Mitch is in the comments. Sorry, guys. I was just reading it. He said, I don't look at the leaderboards until after the season is over. And he says, tell me I'm number 1 in March and I will be excited.
Well, I won't be telling him that because I'll creep up to him by then.
I like it. And then also, I just saw a comment here. It looks like the Blue Jackets canceled their morning skate. 3 players entered the COVID protocols. Game may be canceled. Well, let's skim on this game. Do you guys have any free picks on it just in case it is played tonight? Rod or Brian?
For me, I was going to take the Blue Jackets. You're just on a very slight lead. I would think that it might be a sucker play. And we've seen Buffalo play improved hockey recently, but I think they'll be able to get it done even a little bit shorthanded tonight. The Wild and Stars is a game that I really see as an opportunity. But for me, as the free picks go, I'm going to take a small $55 play here in the Blue Jackets.
What about you, Rod?
And for me, I know I'm going to go against what I said in the video. So don't go all crazy, people. With that news from Columbus and the COVID issues there, that could be coming ahead. That's less guys in there. And I'm going to take the under. I believe I said in the video, both teams have been actually putting the puck in net and scoring some goals, which they have been. But you look at this Buffalo team, they're playing a little bit better hockey than Columbus right now. And you look at this stat, they're 5-0-1 to the under in their last 6 games. So they're playing a little bit of defense, and they're also 4-1 in their last 5 at home. So, and what you think, you normally see 2 bad defenses ranked near the bottom of the NHL, giving up over 3.5 goals a game. I'm going to take the under. I think they're the anemic offenses on both these teams show up, and we sneak under the total because something for me. I don't know why this total's at 5.5. It should be at 6. It should be at 6.5 for me. So someone knows something. I'm going to take the under 5.5 in this one. Someone knows something here. This just doesn't look right. It should be 6. Yeah. Easy at 6 for me. So it's the reason why I changed. I figured it was going to open at 6 and it's at 5.5 and it hasn't moved. So take the under.
Yeah, I agree with you. That 5.5 seems fishy. I thought it would have been 6 as well. Looking at this game. So I hear you there. On first take, you guys, with the notice on the Columbus Blue Jackets with players canceling morning skate. If they do play, I would be leaning on the Buffalo Sabres at home in this one, just because, well, when we don't know who's out right now, they canceled their morning skate. It's definitely not third lineman. It's got to be someone up there for them to just completely not get out there and skate, in my opinion, anyway. So I think this was going to be a tight game anyway, 3-2. Blue Jackets were the favorites coming in. I think this line will probably shift. So give me the Buffalo Sabres. I think they're hungry for a win at home. They're pretty evenly matched teams. And when we look at the Sabres, 6-8-1 at home, Blue Jackets are stronger, but they're 2-7 and won in their last 10 games. So give me the Sabres with these issues here. Do you guys have a free pick in this last one? Minnesota Smudges and the Dallas Stars.
I'm going to have to take a Ruffalo on that one.
Okay. What about you, Rod? Do you have a free pick in this one?
No, I have to pull a Ruffalo on that one as well. I can check out with the video.
Yeah, have a look at that.
Video lean on that one as well, so you can check that out. It should be out the PickDawgz.
Yeah, one thing that I'm really leaning on here with the Smudges is they are 4-1 in their last 5 games against Dallas. Looking at these situational trends for them, they're also 8-3 in their last 11 games. The Stars have been struggling overall, 1-5 in their last 6 overall, and they're also 1-5 in their last 6 on the Western Conference. Or versus the Western Conference. So for myself, I'm going to lean on the Smudges. You can get them on the money line there. You're paying light juice on that, actually. So Dallas seems to be the favorite in this one. Yeah, I can't believe we've only got 2 hockey games tonight. It just doesn't seem right, you guys.
Yeah, it's a damn shame.
Yeah. It really is a shame, but we still have lots of games on the card. But that being said, I think we'll probably run a premium and VIP combo show right after this show because we've got early NFL, we've got the early college football games. So Mitch had suggested we run that early. So hopefully that's okay with both of you. We'll get that out to everyone.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay, sounds good. So you guys stay tuned after this show. Combo, premium VIP show. Okay, you guys want to move on to some college basketball?
College hoops.
Yeah, we're going to get you to read out these fun names because you know them.
All right, we'll start with South Carolina State at Citadel. I bet you the Bulldogs win that one. You look Maryland Eastern Shore at Charlotte. We got Eastern Michigan at Valpo. We got Elkhorn State versus Baylor. You got Western Carolina versus Georgia. Manhattan versus Charleston Southern. We got Delaware State versus Wagner. We also got Stetson versus Miami, Florida, the Canes. We got Western Michigan versus actually we'll skip that one. We'll just do those ones first. Go all the way up to the end of the 7 p.m.
Up to 7? Okay. Brian, what are you liking in that time group?
For me, in those games that Rod just mentioned, I'm going to be fading the big, huge favorites today. That means Baylor and Gonzaga. I'm going to take Alcorn State here plus the 34.5. Alcorn State 8-2 against the spread this year. Baylor has not been a bad spread team, but they're coming off that nice road win in Oregon. I think they do enough to get a 28-30 point win here, but I think the line's just enough here with Alcorn State that we'll get the cover. And I'll take Western Carolina plus the points against Georgia. Georgia, one of the poor cover teams in college basketball. Western Carolina 6-3-1 against the spread this year. I think at best it would be a 10-point win for Georgia. I mean, Western Carolina has the potential to knock them off outright, but I'll take the 11.5 points.
Okay, what about you, Rod?
And for me, the first one I like is South Carolina and Citadel. I like the over in that. Both offenses are able to score at will in that one. So give me the over, South Carolina State, Citadel. Definitely a higher, faster pace in that one. So I'm going to see lots of scoring. It opened to 153.5 up to 156. I still don't think that's enough. I think we get over that. And the other one I agree with Brian. Is Baylor really going to be motivated here on a Monday to blow the doors off of Alcorn State and try to win by 35? Or are they just looking for a nice 20-point cruise win? I think Baylor gets up big and just cruises to a 20-point win. And Alcorn State gets the cover. I have to agree. Give me Alcorn State plus the points in that one.
Yeah, I agree with both of you guys on that one. That just seems like way too many points at 34.5. I'm seeing on my book to get Baylor to come in here and just blow them out of the water. So Baylor does do really well against the spread, 7-2-1 in their last 10, 5-1 at home. But again, this Alcorn team is also doing well against that spread, 8-2 against the spread in their last 10 games and 8-2 against the spread on the road. So not winning straight up, 1-9. Hard for them for sure, but I think this is a good game for them to get the cover. And then I'm looking at this Manhattan versus Charleston Southern. This is on a neutral court. We've seen the total fall from 141.5 down to 139. I think it's just a little bit too low now at 139. I was surprised it went that way. When we look at these two teams, Manhattan is 5-0 in their last 5 overall to that over. And they're also 5-1 in their last 6 games versus teams with winning records to that over. So I really do think we're going to see a higher scoring one in this one than the 139. I think it probably hits right around where it opened at the 141.
Nice. All right, on to the next slot. We'll go to Western Michigan at Notre Dame. We also we got some Summit Division action here. We got the Kansas City. We got the Roos versus the Jackrabbits. We got Oral Roberts versus South Dakota. We got St. Thomas Timmies versus Nebraska Omaha. We got ULM versus Lamar. We got Incarnate Word up.
I thought it was the Tommies. It's St. Thomas Tommies.
Tommies, right?
You said Timmies.
Did I say Timmies?
Tommies. You're fired. You're fired. You said Timmies.
My bad. It is
Timmy coffee. It's okay.
It is the Tommies.
That's one of my teams.
And we might as well finish off the rest. The last one, Western Illinois at Denver, and the big game, Northern Arizona at Gonzaga.
Okay, Brian, take it away.
Well, for me, that last slot that Rod just went over, I think I plan on Parlay and up Northern Arizona plus the 35 and the other big dog there, Alcorn State. I think neither team's going to be motivated to kick the crap out of the competition that they're facing. Gonzaga just 2-4 against the spread at home, and Northern Arizona isn't a spread monster here. I just think that we're getting nice value here at that 35. I'm going to take the Western Illinois Leathernecks here, lay in that big number of 8. They're 7-2 against the spread, 4-1 on the road. They've won 5 straight. Denver's just pretty awful. They haven't been an awful cover team, but they've been awful at winning. I think Western Illinois blows them out. And that's about it. Just a small lean to my Tommies here, just because I like them over Nebraska Omaha. So best bet there, take Northern Arizona plus the points.
Nice. Rod, what about you?
For me in that time slot, I like the over in Notre Dame, Western Michigan. I think we usually get over the total. It opened at 141. It's down to 137.5, and it's dropped too far now. Give me the over 137.5. I think we easily get over that number. I see us game in the 140s like they had, so they dropped it too low now. The other one I like is I agree. Give me the Tommies here over Nebraska Omaha. I think Tommies are just a better team. 4-2 against the number on the road. Omaha's 1-3 against the number at home here. 0-10. No wins. They got 1 win on the season. So give me St. Thomas in that one. And the other one I like, give me South Dakota here versus Oral Roberts. Oral Roberts 1-4 on the road, 1-3 against the number. They should be laying this big number. This is what's going to come down to who's got the ball last, I think, in that one. So give me South Dakota plus the points in that one. And the other one I like, I have to agree, give me Northern Arizona plus the points. I don't think Gonzaga's in. What are they? 0-4 against the number, the last 4 at home. I don't think, or 2. They're at 2-4. They're against the spread at home. They're not in any big
2-4, yeah.
But I think it might be 0-4 their last 4, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay,
anyway,
well,
Gonzaga doesn't cover that big number. They're not.
Yeah.
So Baylor's your new team, Rod, right? Because they're number 1.
No, I went the other way too. I went the Alcorn.
No. I said Baylor's your team, though.
Baylor's number 1.
Yeah, Baylor's number 1 now. So
No, I said it's Zags. Come on.
all right, you haven't abandoned the
You're
Zags
sticking with
yet.
them.
No. They don't have to be as stressed. The Zags got less stress right now. They don't have to. They're not trying to get a perfect season anymore. And if you look at their schedule is one of the toughest in basketball. They've played a lot of top 10 teams,
Yeah, they
top 5
have.
teams already early in
They
the
kicked
season,
the crap out of
which
Texas
gives them
Tech.
battle tests. Gives them some battle tests. So I like them.
Okay, we'll see how they do tonight. Okay, I have to go against South Dakota tonight. I like Oral Roberts here in this situation. We look at them, they're 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games as a favorite. They're 7-1-1 in their last 9 games following ATS win. And when I look at South Dakota, they're 0-5 against the spread in their last 5 games following that ATS win. They come off those nice big wins and they don't get it in the second game here. So I'm having a hard time getting there with them. Oral Roberts made me money last season, and it's always one where I see them in a situation like this that I do like to bet. And then I think it's too many points here for Notre Dame against Western Michigan. I like Western Michigan plus the points here. You know, they're 4-6 right now in their last 10 and 3-4 against the spread, but Notre Dame isn't doing much better. They're 2-7 against the spread in their last 9 games. So I like Western Michigan's chance of getting the cover.
Sounds good. I was thinking about that Notre Dame because what are they, 2-7 against a number, and they really failed after that outright win over Kentucky, not showing up against Indiana. So I could see that for sure.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it's a good game between those two. Rod, I want to thank you for reading off those names because you just know those nicknames, and I have absolutely no clue. I've got to start.
I messed up the Tommies.
Except for the Tommies. You didn't get the Tommies.
I was close. I was one.
It's not the Timmies. It's the Tommies.
It's the Timmies. It's not. Sorry, I had more coffee on the brain. I think it's like Timmies. We know Timmies.
Well, I am missing Mitch's like jackrabbits, and like every time he did it, I looked up and he was like this. So it definitely is being missed on this show. What's happening with your guys' Blue Hose right now?
Yeah, we haven't seen Presbyterian in action. I don't know if they have had games canceled over the weekend or whatnot, but we haven't seen the Blue Hose play. Did they? Well, then I missed it totally.
Probably was on Saturday and you were too busy looking.
With the bowl games, yeah, and the NFL,
yeah. Saturday
I was
definitely
focused in
was
on Colts and Patriots.
That definitely was a good game if you're on the Colts there.
Yep.
I know you were. So
I
gotta live off of that one.
Pound-hounded by Wolford on Saturday. The Blue Hose did 76-49.
Well, they don't like the Blue Hose don't like to get pounded. I'm sure they'll rebound with their next contest.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see them on deck here soon. You guys, that brings us to parlay time. Quick show today. We're at the 48-minute mark, so
that's about normal. We've been around 45 minutes total.
Yeah,
over the 3 shows. So I think that's the magic number, 45.
I think so too. So what are you guys liking for a parlay tonight?
For me and my parlay, I've got Northern Arizona plus the points. I've got Alcorn State plus the points. And then I tossed in the Bears over the number, Chicago Bears, and in the Monday Night Football game over 44.5, I believe.
And for me, I've got Alcorn State plus the points, the Thunder Buddies plus the points, and the Columbus game under the total. A little mixed sport bird case for us.
Nice. And I'm just going to do 2 in the NFL tonight. I'm going to give you guys Vegas plus the points to be safe there. And the Vikings team total over the 24.5. I think that's a slam dunk. I'm going to bet it again after we get off this show. I really do see that team total going right over that 24.5. It's way too low. It's gone up to 26.5. Still take it at 26.5. I still like it. So I think they hit 30 easy tonight. Okay, guys.
Sounds good.
We're going to do the premium VIP show right after this. So everyone stay tuned. Give us 5 minutes to heat up our coffees, and then we will be going live. And you guys, we'll see you back here tomorrow. And don't forget, if you're looking for everyone's premium plays, head on over to PickDawgz.com. Bye, guys.
And we'll definitely try to act more professional tomorrow.
Yes. See, we needed that.
Maybe I can't guarantee anything. So
Okay.
we'll see.
Yeah, don't make me sign a form that I'm going to, okay?
Tomorrow
Just
I'm
sign my
going to
name
do
to
a
it.
victory lap on a game. I'm not going to say which one, but there might be a victory lap tomorrow.
You're going to be a homer. You're going to be all in the game. Be like, whoop, 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 whoop.
Okay, guys, have an awesome day. We'll see you back. Oh, it looks like the Blue Jackets game just got canceled.
Just
So
got canceled. Yep.
fucking crazy. We'll be really short later today.
For me,
One game.
I'll throw something else. My birdcage was Elkhorn State plus the points, the Thunder Buddies plus the points, and we'll throw in South Dakota plus the points.
I like it. Right against my Oral Roberts there. Okay, guys, have a wonderful day. We'll see you back here tomorrow. And premium VIPs, join us up next. Thanks, guys.